Hello, happy Friday. I hope you guys are all having a good day so far. I wanted to hop on here a little early and, help anybody who's feeling a little down or, feeling rough. We got to get your mood up. It is Friday. It is Friday. I went ahead and got me a nice little skirt on, a nice little tight top, a cute little brown t-shirt. I like the casual and what's that word? Classy, casual, classy. When I go outside the house with a dress on, I feel amazing. I feel beautiful. I feel, just like I'm loving myself. So if you're somebody that likes to dress up and waits for a special occasion to dress up, I highly recommend that you stop doing that and you start dressing up every day if that's something you're interested in, because going out the house with sweatpants and stuff is a lot different than going out with you're put together, you got your jewelry on, your makeup on. But if you rock with the natural look, heck yeah, this is your life. You need to do what you want to do. But I always used to be that girl that would not dress up unless I had a special occasion. I think I just didn't like the attention maybe I got, because I just kind of I don't know, being hidden. And that kind of comes with insecurity and low self-confidence. You tend to hide yourself and you don't want people to really see you. We gotta get out of that. We gotta start showing up for ourselves every single day, feeling our best. When we look our best, we feel our best, we're more confident, we're just feeling good. And when we feel good, our frequency is high. When our frequency is high, we can create a life that we actually want to live. So yeah, real quick, this is very important. If you struggle with people pleasing, I'm an ex-people pleaser, ex-doormat. I am not afraid to say that, because I know there's other people out there that feel stuck and feel like they have to continue on this. They have to continue being that way. They don't want to change up. They're scared of getting people's attention. They're scared of losing people. Hey, Kai, how are you? People are scared to be themselves because they feel, or not be themselves, back to the people pleaser thing. When you're a people pleaser, you tend to feel like you're stuck and you can't switch it up. What stream is this? This is a self-mastery, working on confidence, working on your self-esteem, your self-worth. If that's something you're interested in, definitely stay. If it's not something you're interested in, you don't have to be here. But I'm talking about people pleasing because that's something I struggled with, and I know so many people do struggle with that. And if you do, definitely subscribe. Definitely come here every day. I talk about ways to overcome that, grow your confidence, grow your self-worth. Hey, JT, thanks. Am I your mom? Yeah, we got to get over that, because when you're a people pleaser, you're a doormat, you're going to be walked on, because people can sense that you have no confidence. They can sense when you don't have the courage to stick up for yourself, and guess what? You are going to be a victim. People are going to take advantage of that. And abusive relationships happen that way. People are too, they don't have the courage to speak up for themselves. They don't have the courage to say, hey, these are red flags, I gots to go. Because people pleasers, they want to be seen, they want attention, and they will get that attention from anywhere. And that's not good, because people will take advantage of you. People will sense that you are weak. And when you have low self-confidence and low self-esteem, you are weak. It's okay. It can be changed. I was weak before. I will never, ever be shameful to admit that, because I know I can help other people get over this and live a life they actually want to live without consulting other people and, living for other people. Those days are over. It's 2026. It's time to stop being a doormat. It's time to stop people pleasing. It's time to get your confidence high. I know I've kind of been going in circles with the same thing, but I see some people coming and going. But yeah, if you need help with people pleasing, I do have a workbook. You can go click the link. That came straight from the soul. It has boundaries that you can start practicing. It tells you what people pleasing is. You'll be able to see where you are abandoning yourself, and awareness is key here. You cannot change without awareness. When you become aware of these patterns that you have and these, you know, when you become aware of certain things that you do, you are able to change it. Awareness is key. Stop being afraid to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, I'm abandoning myself and saying yes to things that I don't want to go to. That is why you don't have confidence, because you are putting yourself to the side so you can make other people comfortable. No more. 6719. Hi, man, eat a potato. I'm not hungry, but thanks. I don't know what that means. Yeah, we got to get over this, you guys. When you get your confidence up and your self-esteem, oh my goodness, my cats are knocking stuff down in the kitchen. You guys better be behaving. Sush. Okay, cats got me distracted. What was I talking about? Anyway, so awareness is key. If there's some things that you're struggling with, bring your awareness to it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what you see. Eat potatoes for confidence. Okay. I've never heard of that hack. I don't think I'm getting what you're saying. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good day. Thanks for everybody who's liked the video and watching. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and just kind of give a quick announcement to all those people that, you know, are struggling today, are struggling with their worth. You know, it is up to you. You can go inside and start changing these things. You can literally change your mindset right now to from, oh, I'm terrible, I'm dumb, overthinking and stuff, and you can change your mindset to, I am worthy. I am capable of good things. I am strong. Whatever it is, reassure yourself. And I'm sorry, you guys, my cats have just derailed what I was saying. Maybe I do need to eat some potatoes for confidence right now. So, yes, is it hot where you guys are? It is literally 80 degrees in March in South Carolina. I like potatoes. It can change your mind. It is so hot. I gotta turn the AC up or something. Okay, yeah, so we're talking about awareness. If you struggle with confidence, you struggle with low self-esteem, you don't know who you are, it is not too late. I know that sometimes our minds can play tricks on us and make us feel low, but you have to know that you're the one that's making you feel low. That is awareness, and that may seem scary, but it's empowering if you really think about it. You think, it is up to me. You know, I can literally do whatever I want. You're not stuck. You know, when you have low self-awareness, low confidence, low self-esteem, you have a blindfold on to the truth. And the truth is you are an energetic, creative being. You can do whatever it is you want to do, and you dictate your own worth. Even if people are dictating your worth right now, technically you are dictating your worth because you're believing what they're saying. You know, people come at me with negative comments all the time. In the past, that would have bothered me. But now it's, you know, I'm sure of who I am. I'm confident who I am. I don't need other people telling me who I am and who I am not. You know, self-validation, that's something that helped me at first, and it is a little rough sometimes because you're saying things but you don't really believe it. But the thing is if you say it often enough and you remind yourself every day, eventually your mindset's going to change and you are going to change, because you're telling this to yourself every day, you're seeing it every day, and then you start believing it. You have to stop putting your self-worth in other people's hands. You need to stop seeking validation from other people. You need to reassure yourself and validate yourself. If you like, if you like a certain style, but you're like, I don't want to go out the house like that. People are going to think this and that. If you think like that, that's got to go, because you're thinking about what other people think of you, and you're prioritizing what people think of you, and you're not prioritizing what you think of yourself. And that's where validation comes from. You need to say, you know what, I want to wear this, so I'm going to go outside the house and I'm going to wear it. I don't care what anybody says because I like it. You have to have that attitude. And the more you do that and the more you practice it, the stronger you're going to get, and it's going to become second nature. I think a lot of us forget that we have to practice things, and practice does make perfect. And when you commit to yourself and you are on a daily basis choosing you and not choosing what people may think or may say, you are going to become a brand new person. You're going to become unstoppable. Do the things that you want to do. Validate yourself. This life is up to you. So stop focusing on what people are thinking and start focusing on what you like, what you want to do, because these people aren't you. They don't have to go to bed at night as you. They don't have to wake up and pay their bills as you. So they don't get any say. They don't get any say. And if they do have a say, it's only because you're believing it and you're accepting it, and you need to stop doing that. We're leaving people pleasing behind. We're leaving low self-confidence behind. We're leaving low self-esteem behind. We're taking the blindfold off, and we are understanding that we are in charge of our own lives, and we dictate how we feel. And I've said this before. If other people are dictating how you feel, like if somebody, I see a bunch of hearts. Thanks, everybody. If you are letting people, so it may seem like people are dragging you down. It may seem like people are hating you or, are trying to control you. You'll see that, and then you'll get mad at that person, like, you're trying to control me. It's all you. You are the one that's accepting it and allowing it. And that's empowering. It's scary at first, but it's empowering when it really clicks. Like, nobody's actually dragging me down. Nobody's actually hurting me. It's all in my head. Stop giving your power away. When you believe what people say, you're giving your power over to them, and they are going to control you. Again, this is so important. I talk about self-empowerment. I talk about, growing as a person, but life is not all peace and zen. There's negative people out there, and people, there's always going to be negative people. There's always going to be negative people. There's always going to be people that come up to you and be negative and try to say something to you, whether it's in person, online. It's mostly online. You got to cut them out. Just whatever. It's what do you like? What do you think? That's what's important. You're never going to build confidence and self-esteem by continuing to people please and be a doormat and let people, control you and get away with things. And as people pleasers and doormats, you also become blind to red flags because you're so focused on wanting somebody to like you, and you're just all caught up in your head that you are just blind from the actual truth. I've been through that. I've been in relationships where, it ended up horribly, and, I would say, I don't know what went wrong. But when I started taking accountability for my own self and responsibility for my actions, I realized there were many red flags, and I completely missed them because I was so caught up in my head. This person likes me. Oh, I got to make sure that I stay good for them. I got to make sure that, you know, I don't disappoint them. And no, we can't do that anymore. We cannot be concerned about disappointing people. You're going to disappoint people regardless, you know. Everybody's in control of their own emotional state. Everybody is responsible for their own mental state. So when you meet somebody that is negative or not good for you, you need to be able to clock that quick. And you clock that quick by not getting caught up in what they think of you. Because that will blind you, and you won't see any of the red flags until it's too late. And we don't want that for you. We can't do that anymore. Oh, I don't know if anybody else struggles with this. I have dermatographia. It's when like I just itch myself a little bit and now I have hives. Does anybody else have that? Because I don't know what's causing it. My doctors don't know what's causing it. Every time I itch myself, I turn like bright red. But yeah, let me know if you struggle with that and if like you know the cause of yours, because I don't know, it's kind of cool. I don't want to do it right now. I don't want to like trigger anybody because, you know, scratching yourself and stuff. But yeah, every time I do scratch myself, I welt. Fun fact. So if I ever got like a big blotch of red, that's why. Okay, I think that is all I wanted to say. You know, every day I'm going to be here. I'm going to encourage you to choose yourself and ignore other people and just do what you want to do. You have all the power. You get to choose what you pay attention to. You get to choose what impacts you and what doesn't. You know, if I got on YouTube like a couple years ago, I probably would have succumbed to the negativity because I believed it. But now when I get negativity, I'm just like, okay, they don't like that, and they're telling me. If it's a really nasty comment, you know, I'll just transmute that energy and be more creative. You can't let people get to you guys. No more. We got to choose ourselves, choose what we like, and go from there. It is not selfish to start a self-mastery journey. It is not selfish to cut out people that may drain you. It is not selfish to choose yourself and take care of yourself and learn as much as you can and better yourself. When you do that, you are becoming a better member of society too, if you care about that. You know, when you got yourself mastered, you know your emotions, you know yourself, you know what triggers you, you are able to, you know, be more kind, more considerate. You're not trying to spite people who hurt you. You're not cutting people off in traffic, sticking the middle finger up. You know, when you don't know yourself and you are being controlled emotionally by forces outside of you, you tend to be crazy. You tend to act, you know, a little nuts and scream at people and crash out and stuff like that. And yeah, so like if you get mad at somebody cutting you off in traffic, I don't care. You know, you're really letting other people dictate how you feel, because it's like you were chill and then somebody cut you off and you're like, this bitch, blah, 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 you know, just cussing out and stuff like that, which doesn't help anybody. You know, sometimes people, they misread their map and they got to move over real quick. And I get when people are rude, or I get a little irritated when people almost kill me, okay? That's justified. When people like are almost hitting you and stuff, you can get mad for that. That's completely normal. But I'm talking about people merging into your lane, or, you know, even cutting you off. Like, some people just they're not aware. You know, they're entitled and they're in their own world, and you know, they don't care. And you can't let these people get to you. You just can't. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. Again, it is so hot. I think it's got to be like 85 degrees now. I like it. I just, you know, I don't got my spring and summer clothes out. It's mostly like winter stuff, so I'm having to get deep in the vault and bring out spring and summer clothes. Good problems, I'm just saying. But yeah, if you struggle with people pleasing and you need help, I made a workbook for you because ex-people pleaser here, I keep saying that. I think that's a very important point here because I know what I'm saying. I know how to get you out of that. That people pleasing handbook has boundaries you can start practicing. It will see where you're people pleasing. You'll be able to go deep and become aware of the things that you are doing, and awareness is key to change. You can't change what you don't know needs changing, you know. So definitely check that out. One more thing, I am a mentor. If you need guidance, a mentorship, if you're interested in that, you don't need it. You don't need it. It's a luxury. If you are interested in that, the link is down below. I only offer 30-minute sessions, 18 and older. So if you're interested in that, again, link in the description. But anyway, thanks for everyone who came in and commented, and you know, it's been fun. I hope you learned something. I just had some things on my mind, and I'm really passionate about these topics. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. You better be doing stuff for you. You better be having a good time, okay? This is your life. You gotta enjoy it. And when you enjoy life and you are joyful, more joy finds you. So have a good day.